Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding Glass from the Galco Collection 1 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Originally released into arcades in 1993, Glass is a fast-paced single-screen shoot-'em-up where you have to collect or destroy all the glass on the screen while shooting various enemies. And when it was originally released, although not so much on the Evercade, it was considered an adult game, with some risque background art and what have you, but that's not really present in the Evercade version. The story goes that the aliens attacked Earth and now humanity is fighting back by invading the aliens' worlds, or alien worlds, with each of the worlds being covered by a mysterious layer of glass which you've got to destroy. That's a game that I'd never heard of before getting an Evercade. There's no nostalgia here, it's all discovery, or at least it was when I first got it. So let's get on with breaking things down, starting with the
gameplay.
As I mentioned, it is a single screen shoot 'em up, a multi-directional shoot 'em up. You need to break the various bits of glass that fill the screen, as well as taking out various enemies. You'll get the odd power up to pick up along the way, and you have some bombs you can drop to take out enemies as well. So yeah, you have to balance breaking up the glass and destroying the enemies, which starts off quite easy but obviously rises in difficulty as games generally do. At the end of each world you have a boss to contend with, and some of these get quite challenging.
Graphics.
The game is quite good looking with some big bold sprites and some very detailed backgrounds. The enemies are quite imaginative and varied. The bosses are large and they're quite quirky looking. The presentation is rather interesting to say the least, I suppose a throwback to its origins as an adult game. Overall, it's a good looking game with some very distinctive artwork.
Sound and music.
The sound effects are suitably punchy and crunchy as you'd want them to be. The music leans more towards atmospheric and a slower pace rather than sort of bombastic, heavy rock type things like many of the Galco games, but it works quite well and really lets the sound effects dominate the audio side of the game.
Overall opinion.
Glass is an unusual multi-directional shoot 'em up, and I've got to admit when I first played it I really wasn't that keen on it. I suppose I didn't really expect much of a game that was really a bit of more of an adult game and probably intended to be more about the titillation caused by the pictures you get between levels rather than the gameplay itself. But the gameplay won me over and becomes quite a lot of fun when you get into a rhythm with it. And while I wouldn't call it an amazing game, it's a pretty solid shoot 'em up, and its slightly quirky nature makes it stand out a bit.
Ranking.
Placing Glass on my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Sabrewulf, but below Alien Brigade, placing it at 249 out of 495 games I've ranked so far. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.